Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all good. Welcome to the Daily Current Affairs. July 2nd, we celebrate World UFO Day. Yet the full form of UFO is unidentified flying objects. And we observe this day is to raise awareness about the UFOs and the alien life forms in the universe. And we also discuss and educate the people about the flying saucers in the sky and the lightnings, blue lights which we see in the sky, and about the UFOs, and about the headlines we see across the media. To educate about all these things, we observe today as the World UFO Day, and today we also observe World Sports Journalist Day or International Sports Journalist Day. The main theme to observe this World Sports Journalist Day is to acknowledge the sports journalist and also the remember the and also mark the anniversary of International Sports Press Association. In the year 1924, International Sports Press Association was formed, and to celebrate the anniversary of this association, we observe today as World Sports Journalist Day. Next one, Air Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary take over as the new Indian Air Force Vice Chief of Air Staff. Here, Vivek Ram Chaudhary is the new Vice Chief of Air Staff. The former Vice Chief is Harjit Singh Arora, and the Chief of Air Staff is Air Force. Indian Air Force Chief is RKS Bhadauria, which is Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadauria. And we observe Indian Air Force Day is on 8th of October. And if we see the two staffs, which is Navy and the Army, the chief of the naval staff is Admiral Karambir Singh, and the chief of the army staff is General Manoj Mukund Narwane. And we observe Army Day on the 15th of January, and the Navy Day on the 4th of December, and the Indian Air Force Day on the 8th of October. Next one, Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Narendra Singh Tomar inaugurated the new center of National Horticulture Board in Gwalior, which is at Madhya Pradesh. Here, the National Horticulture Board is mandated for the integration development of the high technology of the horticulture and the management of it, and the infrastructure in India. This National Horticulture Board, or in our country, there are at least one national horticulture centers in a state, in every state. The constituency of Narendra Singh Tomar is Morena, Madhya Pradesh. Next one, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank has partnered with the digital lender LoanTap. Here, this LoanTap is an digital lender which give loans to the salarized persons. And here, the Ujjivan Small Finance Bank partnered with LoanTap to provide the personal loans to the salarized persons of its customers. And the MD and CEO of Ujjivan Small Finance Bank is Nitin Chugh. The headquarters is at Bangalore. Next one, an MOU was signed between Indian Navy and Bharat Electronics Limited for the creation of joint technology incubation forum. Here, the Indian Navy and BEL signed an memorandum of understanding for TIF, which is Technology Incubation Forum. And this TIF is the sign is towards the innovative and the creative thinking of development of the emerging technologies, and these two will search on them. The headquarters of BEL is at Bangalore, and the chairman and the managing director of BEL is MV Gautama. just now we have seen about the Indian Navy. Next one, Salute Doctors, which is a comprehensive banking solution. It is launched by the ICICI Bank for especially for doctors. Salute Doctors is a comprehensive banking solution which provides the banking and the value added services to all the doctors. With the it also includes the medical students and the to the from the medical students to the senior medical consultants. This banking solution is applicable to every doctor. And the MD and CEO of ICICI Bank is Sandeep Bakshi, which is headquartered at Vadodara. Next one, China is certified as malaria free by the World Health Organization, WHO. And the Director General of World Health Organization is Dr. Tedros Adhanom. And this is the first, China is the first country in the Western Pacific region which get the malaria free certificate in more than 3 decades. And it was got the malaria free certificate when it reached in the 1940 in the year 1940s. It recorded about 30 million malaria cases per annum, per annually, and now there are 0 cases in China right now. It is a huge development, and it is about a 70 years of their success. Next one, the World Bank has increased its COVID-19 vaccine fund for developing countries by 8 billion dollars, and became to 20 billion dollars. Previously it has funded about 12 billion dollars, and now the World Bank has increased its funding by 8 billion dollars. Total it became 20 billion dollars. And this fund is released to the all the developing countries in the next 18 months. And the World Bank is headquartered is United Nations, and the head is David Malpass. Next one, yesterday we have also seen that World Bank has announced a $500 million program to India's for the India's informal working class, from which the split of the split of in the $500 million, the split of two funds are given from IBRD and the IDA, which is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and the International Development Association. These are the subsidiaries of the World Bank. Next one, India has jumped 3 spots up in the Global Startup Ecosystem Index to 2021, which is released by the Startup Blink. In the last year, that is in the 2020, India positioned at the 23rd place, and now it is jumped to 3 spots and occupied the 28th place. In this index there are total of 100 countries, which is this index is released by the Startup Link. In this index, the top countries are US, UK, Israel, Canada, Germany. These are the 5 countries which topped the index. Next one. 1 minute. Here another one. According to this report, India should be better in its infrastructure and the internet speed. Uh, it should increase the internet speed and the infrastructure development in the country to improve its ranking in this global startup ecosystem, which is said by this report. And this report is based on the quantity of the quantity, quality, and the business environment of the country. Next one, Mumbai and Delhi ranked among the world's 5 most stressful cities to live in. Uh, Total of 100 cities participated in this, and the Mumbai ranks the 100th position. Mumbai takes the 100th position, and the Delhi takes the 97th position. The by these 97th and the 100th position, these two are in the world's least 5 most stressful cities to live in. The survey is done by the German wellness company Y. It is a German company, and by in this survey, what is this? Reykjavik from the Iceland, Bern in Switzerland, and the Helsinki in Finland. All the are the three world's least stressful cities in the list, respectively. Which means this Reykjavik is in the first position, Bern in the second, and Helsinki is the third position in the world's least stressful cities in the list. Whereas the Mumbai is in the last position of the list, and Delhi ranks in the 97th position. Next one. India ranks in 10th position in Global Cyber Security Index 2020, and this index is released by the ITU, International Telecommunication Union. Previously, when the report is released, India India ranks in the 47th place, and now it is India hiked by the 37 places and ranks in the 10th position. It is a good news, and the total countries are participated in this index are 194 countries. And this International Communication Union is a specialized agency of United Nations. Next one, thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay strong.